Okay, we're fine. We're good, we're fine. Welcome to the Guild, a 121 SMP where we're all a part of a guild working to complete specific tasks each week to earn points to level up in the guild. The server just changed to hardcore mode, which increases the challenge and risk to completing the weekly tasks. Whichever member is the last one alive on the server with the most points wins. Well guys, it's officially time to be afraid. The server has officially switched into hardcore mode now, and things are getting real. Luckily, we have full enchanted netherite, so we are feeling pretty safe, but I know for a fact that the tasks are gonna get more challenging and dangerous now that we're in hardcore, so we have to be extra careful moving forward. Now, before we go and see what the tasks are for this week, I noticed I have a ton of dogs outside my house, but they're also inside my house, and from talking with Sev, I found out that they are all Brooke's dogs, so it just sounds like she just left her dogs by my base, and we'll have to nicely bring them all back to her house. But first things first, I need a name tag, and in some off-camera time and on a live stream, I have been working to get a librarian villager to give me some name tag trades so that I can use those for pranks. And oh, I guess Seb has been here with all the berries, okay. But we have this villager, which is efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and then they also, for 15 emeralds, give us name tags. And I already have a name tag here, so we're gonna go and name tag our little dog friend that's at our dog shop in the green armor because we forgot about naming them until today. So let's quickly stop by our little dog armor shop, check our sales, and then I'm gonna go and show you guys the task board for this week. Hello, my doggos. Hello, Shenzi. How are you? Now, this little doggo, we are going to be naming them Matcha. Thank you so much for that dog name suggestion. I think it works so well because Matcha has some green dog armor, so it's literally perfect. Now, as for checking our sales, we finally have someone that wants us to find them a doggo. Okay, now we have to check to see who it is. Oh, it looks like it's Brooke. So she wants the black dog and she wants it brought to her base. Well, we officially have our first dog finding adventure on our hands, so that should be super fun. And let's see what types of dog armor. Oh, there it is. Some cyan wolf armor. We made 3 diamonds from that. And we made 3 from our lime green armor. We're finally starting to make money off of our shop, and I'd say 21 diamonds is pretty dang good. Now, before we go adventuring to find Brooke's dog, I want to show you guys what the tasks are for this week, since I've already selected one ahead of time. And here's the task board for this week, and I, for whatever reason, decided to select the Bring Home the Beacon sign, and I'm definitely not scared. I've been sleeping! No! All right, now hear me out, right? So I know that this is a scary task to pick, but a regen beacon at our base and to just have one carried in our pocket as needed would be a great way to keep our safe, since these tasks are gonna continue to get harder. So even though the server just turned to hardcore, we're gonna go big or, well, or we'll be off the server. So let's go prepare to hunt wither skulls. Is this a mistake? Possibly. Will I be over-prepared? Most likely. But I'm not risking anything in hardcore now. And with some fire rest potions and milk buckets on us, we ventured into the nether to start hunting skulls. Right off the bat, we were finding little groups of them, which of course made me very nervous, but we bravely battled through a bunch of wither skeletons, tried sniping a ghast from afar. Oh, first try. Yes, let's go. Got paranoid about zombie piglins walking towards me. Zombie piglin, I see you. Stay away. This is my battle. Okay. All right, now you can pass by. You're good now. Had a ghast try to fry me to bits. No, no, no. Ah! That was right in front of me. I got a few seconds left on my fire rest. Where are you, you stinker? Got him. Pro Minecraft? Then we went back to slicing wither skellies until this happened. So we had a little dance to celebrate, checked our stats to see it took us only 19 skellies to get our first skull. I fought with a blaze, and just as I was feeling more comfortable with the wither skeletons, this happened. Yep, I got withered for the very first time. However, I did notice it didn't really take away many of my hearts, so after the initial panic of getting withered wore off, I realized that maybe with netherite I'm a bit safer. Let me know in the comments if that's a thing or not, because I was kind of surprised. After a few more wither skeletons sliced, we got our second skull. With our second skull acquired, we battled more skeletons, blazes, and even got a new advancement. Oh! Let's go. So far, I'm actually feeling pretty confident in hardcore. Oh, okay. All right. Rude. Checked our stats to see we've sliced 59 wither skellies so far. Became the "this is fine" meme. Then things got a little dicey with a ghast and a zombie piglin. You good, dude? Oh wow, that was fun. Oh, that was also fun. Bruh. You wanna not? Bruh, no! Goodness, you guys need to not be in front of my little sticky eater. Oh my word, I almost hit you. After slicing some more wither skellies, we finally got the final skull that we needed. Hiya. Oh! We got the third! And it only took us 71 to get our 3 skulls, which I thought was pretty good. With our 3 skulls acquired and getting the Return to Sender advancement, we flew through the nether to find a portal. Not before a ghast had to once again try to rain on our celebration. Okay, we go. Once we went through the portal, we found ourselves at Brook's base, where we flew over spawn back to our home to prepare for the next phase, fighting the Wither. We named our sword Wither Me Timbers, like the pirate slogan Shiver Me Timbers, which was a name suggestion from a livestream viewer. We then brewed some Strength 2 potions, and we were off on our way to find a place to dig us down a tunnel, and we saw some cool generation along the way. What's on top of here? Let's just... What? Not only was part of this village floating in the sky, it was an infected village where unfortunately all the zombie villagers were gone, but it was a cool structure nonetheless. Eventually we found a good spot to dig our way down, finding some diamonds along the way. We then made a room for the wither to spawn, placed the soul sand, 2 of the skulls, drank our strength 2 potion. We then added the final skull on top, and it was time to fight. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Oh, that lagged a little. Okay. We're fine. We're good. We're fine. It's got a boss bar up. Using strength 2, we noticed it was making a huge impact on the wither's health, so we weren't that worried about the fight after that point. Oh, okay, we got this easy. When the wither went to its second stage, we switched to our Wither Me Timbers sword to finish the job. Is this gonna be like less than a minute or so? $40 seconds left on my minute and 30. Strength 2. Let's go! We got another star! We did it! That was so quick. Whew, okay. I feel good. Look at that. We didn't even need to... Oh, hey, diamonds. We didn't even need to use my extremely long tunnel that I made out of fear. Now we can make a beacon. We quickly grabbed the exposed diamonds and flew home victorious to make a beacon and check off our task for the week. All right, and we are back home, so we can safely put on our chest plate. We've got our little nether star, and now we just need a bunch of iron to make our beacon, but we are going to need a lot more than just this. We'll also need some glass, and I don't think I have any obsidian, so we are gonna go out and about and grab some obsidian, make our beacon, and then we are going to check off our task list. So let's put on our elytra and go back to our little obsidian pit over here. And here's our beacon. Look how pretty. Whoa, it is so bright. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It is literally a beacon of light. Oh my gosh, this is just so cool. We made a beacon, guys. I'm so proud of us. And we're quickly stopping by Moon and Knives Iron Shop with the diamonds that I got from our adventures to go fight the Wither. So we're back here. Oh good, they've got lots of iron. So we'll take 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack, and we'll see if that does us good enough. We'll just make these into blocks right now, and I think it'd be kind of fun if we actually made the beacon over by the task board, since we can just check it off as soon as we get the advancement. So again, we had to bring home the beacon, and I definitely was not scared. We did so good. And speaking of, there's a new clubs and tasks. Okay, I'll have to check that out afterwards. And now we just got to place down our blocks for the beacon and get it all powered. There we go. Bring home the beacon. We got the advancement, construct and place a beacon. Look at that, we did it. Oh, okay, that's wonderful. And now we can officially check off our bring home the beacon task. So let's grab our dye and our glow squid ink. And then we'll add our color and we'll add our glow ink. Next, we need to add our little piece of concrete powder into our little spot. And just like that, we've got another task in the tube. I'm so proud of us for getting that one done. I feel like it was definitely a harder task than what we've done before, and I honestly think we crushed it. Now we just need to pick up our beacon and bring this home so that we can set it up at our house. Now, as far as a place for our beacon to live, I do want it around our area, and I thought about maybe putting it up here. But I also remembered that we have that villager just living over there, and on a live stream of Drifts, she and I were able to find a second villager, so I think we use this little beacon as a reason to construct a little house for our little villager friends. And if I go into free cam, I was kind of thinking this section right over here would be a good spot to place their new little house. So, of course, naturally, we're going to need to get rid of all of these trees and clear the space out. So let's get started on that quickly. All right, now we have a lot more space cleared out to make our little villager's house, and I think the only thing I want to do is actually even out this terrain. So I think we're going to bring all of this grass one level up so that it's even with the rest of this quickly. So we'll put away our saplings, and then we're going to grab some dirt and start flattening all that space out. All right, we've gotten all of our dirt and grass placed to bring the level of the terrain up a little bit, which now it makes the chicken coop look a little bit ridiculous. As you can see, we also have our little outline of our house, and we moved where the armadillos were. I decided to move the armadillos over to our shop since we are going to just be transporting the scoot over there anyways, so it made sense to just, well, have them be over there. However, they were not easy to move. They moved so slow, me getting them into place and trying to get them back inside their little hopper farm thing was very difficult, but we did it, and I think it will be much, much better to have them over there. As far as this outline you see here, this is going to be what our house looks like. We're going to have 2 little stairs right here to lead us up into the house, and this will be kind of a little balcony leading into the house where we'll have the opening right here, and then this will be the house where the villagers live, and there's also going to be a little opening here so that they can enjoy a little elevated balcony here. And I am going to be putting fences all around this so they can't just jump off their house, and we're going to use fence gates to keep them enclosed so they don't wander off. With all the resources collected, the only thing we have to do is start building this thing. Enjoy the time lapse. All right, and you can tell since the time lapse, I have decorated it. We even have our villagers moved in. So let me go show you what we have on the interior. I decided to use the potsherds that are the villager head because they were the friend ones. And I thought it was fitting because this is going to be a little villager hall. Now these trapdoors go all the way up because I do want to put the beacon underneath this floor. And I think that will look really cool. We do have a bedroom over here. We've got lots of books for our librarian and our Fletcher. We've got their little working station. Lots of books, barrels. We've got extra chiseled bookshelves as we get more books from our little librarian friend here. And I think this is really cute. They've got a little outdoor balcony to just look out over the riverside and kind of just watch us harvest crops and our sugarcane and our trees. If we go upstairs, we've just got a little extra room for some storage of barrels, chiseled bookshelves, and we have the same thing on both sides, and we can kind of just look out from all sides. I chose clear glass to put up here because when the beacon beam comes through here, it's gonna look really pretty in the front of the build if we can see the beacon beam through all of the windows, shooting right up the direct middle of the building. And that is pretty much what we have for the interior of this place. I think I want to go grab some moss carpet as one of the final things that we do for this build specifically. I also made a little path here. I connected it up to the rest of our paths. I added some little light posts with lanterns and some raised flower beds around it, and I think it's really cute. For our roof, we kind of just matched the same theme that we had going on here, except I'm simplifying it by just adding some grass and a few little flowers here and there. Now let's grab some moss carpet quickly so we can make a little rug in their house just to add some more greenery vibes to everything. And we'll put a lot of it around their little house, but we'll also kind of drape some around their work area too. I'm gonna scoot over a little bit more. I like that. It just adds some green to everything. I think that looks lovely. Now, I did get 4 name tags, and I have been trying to get name tags from this friend, but 15 is just so expensive. Even with their stick trade being down a little bit, it still takes me a long time, even though I have them leveled up to master, which we get arrows of regen too, which is pretty sweet. So we could literally like shoot our friends and it would be a good thing. So it would be kind of funny because they'd think I'm being mean and like pranking them with it. But in reality, I'm saving them, you know? But I do have some extra emeralds here. So we're going to try to get some more name tags because I need to start moving these dogs and I need name tags. I need specifically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 name tags. And I think I just have 4 at this point, so we're going to grind getting some sticks because it is time to prank Brooke. We've gotten the villager house set up, and we've been collecting all of the name tags, so it is time to get the last few name tags from our friend and get to pranking. Okay, I cannot get over how funny this looks from any angle. The little toes. What's annoying is these aren't my dogs, so they don't move when I lead them, right? So I can hook a lead onto them, but they don't move. Go in the boats. There we go. Okay, so I can lead the boats. So that makes it easier. Oh, this is just too good. Oh my word, I love this so much. And now I think, even though I just put those back, I'm literally gonna have to like tear apart parts of my house. But it will be definitely worth it. Just look at that little face upside down. It's adorable. And the final touch, some glowing to add to the sign. Your dogs looked like they missed you, so I brought them back. Red. There we go. That is perfect. Now, if we do one little walkthrough of the spots that I put her dogs, there's one up on this shelf, there's one in the tree, there's one up on this shelf, and one just hiding right above the doorway here. And then I put two in her enchanting room, one right here, and then one over there. I'd say this was a pretty fun prank to get Brooke back for leaving all of her dogs and putting all of the chickens, but I thought of another thing. She keeps using eggs against me, so I say we could just... Now that our prank is complete, let's go home, especially before she logs back on. And as we're flying by spawn, I remembered that I completely forgot to grab my reward from the sword fountain. So let's quickly grab that. We're on the ground, so the wings are off. Oh, we got the flow armor trim. Let's go. Speaking of, I think it would be kind of fun to add some trims to our armor. So let's go home and use this little flow armor trim. We can duplicate them, and that way we won't actually use the one from the fountain. So let's go home and do that. Now, in order to duplicate these, we need lots of diamonds and a breeze rod. I did hear people in the comments saying that for my door here, I could have used a skulk sensor, but I didn't want just anybody to be able to get into my base here, so I didn't want to do it that way. I do like how I have it, but let's make some extras. And I do have some more flow, so we do have enough. But let's just get another set duplicated. There we go. And now that we have 3, let's get 4 of them, because I think I do kind of want to use flow for all of my armor trim since it's the new one. And for the color of the trim, we looked at the quartz trim, copper trim, and how diamond trim would look. We then got the crafting a new look advancement, and we tried on our new armor as we went. I really liked using both the flow trim and the copper because it represents the trial chambers that were added with 121 really well. We did decide to leave our boots without an armor trim since I liked it better without. Alright, I found a texture pack that hides the armor a little bit more, but it almost looks a little bit stranger. Maybe I should have just left it alone with no trims? You let me know in the comments, but I do kind of think it looks cool because we've got the boots kind of showing through a little bit, and it looks like they kind of just added like glimmers of the diamond that was upgraded into netherite, which is kind of a cool feature, but then we have the trims kind of still draping down. So let me know in the comments if you prefer this as how I have my armor, the netherite armor fully showing like this is right now, or if you like the hidden armor trim where I just have the trims kind of peeking through my little Girl Scout outfit. And in case you're wondering, the invisible armor looks like this with my little wings, and I think that's not too bad. I like the helmet with the hidden armor. I think that looks pretty, but we just gotta, decide what we prefer. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, or if you have a different armor texture pack that you think would be better. And now that we were able to get this little villager house built, it is time to add in the beacon, and I'm so excited for this step. Now, I do need to clear out some space, so we are going to need to dig down in this little area. So let's grab our beacon supplies and start digging down in this area right here. All right, I bought out the entire stock from the iron shop, and I even put some diamonds inside this chest here because I need a lot of iron and I still don't have enough for a full beacon. So I think we are just going to bring these last 4 back home with us, and then we are going to call that good and just enjoy our beacon beam and add in the last pieces of glass to fill in the roof holes. All right, and we'll add in some light gray glass, and then it kind of just adds more of a blue tint to it, and I really like how the beam looks with a light gray touch to it. Now we just got to go back inside our build and add this into the rest of it. But look at, they're like, what is this? What is this beam? Why is it here? Oh, that's hilarious. We will then add in our stained glass there. We'll climb up and then we'll add stained glass right there and in our floor. There we go. Perfect. Now I can walk through this and not have to worry about falling down, and our floor doesn't have a random piece of spruce mixed in with all of our oak. And I think this is great. Look at this. Ah, it's so fun. And then look at this. From any angle of the windows that we have on our second floor, you can see the beacon, and that is why I wanted to perfectly make this symmetrical with our windows, because it just looks so cool. Like, I mean, granted, we have to kind of go through bamboo on this side, but look at that. It's beautiful. And with our 4 iron blocks added, we are still missing quite a few, but I think I'm gonna deal with that a little bit later on. We are so close to a full beacon, and I'm really excited so we can get some regen finally. Also, let me know what your opinions are on the best beacon effects to have. I feel like me having strength is pretty good because that keeps me strong to fight the mobs, but let me know in the comments what you think is the best one to have for a primary and a secondary. And now that our villager trading hall is complete and the beacon is lit, that is all the time that I have for this episode. We did a lot today, guys. We went into the nether, we were able to get 3 wither skeleton skulls, we fought the wither, we got a beacon, and then we made a beautiful home for our little librarian and Fletcher, and this place is gorgeous. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to support my channel and future content, and I'll see you in the next video.